there anything different when you see a business scale up to like $1 million? Is there special things like employees comps? Things, I know you still have to pay that, if you have employees, even if you're making under $100,000. Is there just new problems that arise for taxes for businesses doing a lot in revenue?
Well, again, it all depends on how the business operates, how the owner operates, how he pays his folk, the product that he sells, the service that he performs. It's all going to be dependent upon that. And then a lot of times, when my dad owned a shoe store, we were just buying shoes. And so when we were selling $1 million worth of shoes, all we had was just more shoes. More shoes came in, more shoes went out. When you're selling $100,000 worth of shoes, you got fewer orders. I can remember there was a couple times where we got a semi full of Nikes. When my dad had that shoe store, this was the early 80s, he made that store, they looked exactly like the Sports Authority, except for it was before Sports Authority even existed. It was so cool. He had a rounded wall where it held 100 and some odd shoes. He built a circular track where people could actually run around our building to test out their shoes. It was wild. He had clothes, sports equipment. God, it was everything. It was unbelievable. And we were the first Nike dealer in the Chicago area, and he was just the sole prop. My dad was a teacher, and all of a sudden you got this monstrosity, and it was just the coolest thing. I was a high school kid at the time, and man, oh man, talk about having friends.
Do you remember how many employees that he had at that store?
It was, my mom worked full-time, my dad worked after school, I was there after school, after sport, and then there was a couple of girls from Crystal Lake that worked down there, so yeah, it was very few.